Best training, you're gonna get all the best fighters they talking about that can beat me. After each fight, it's gonna be the same result, same results. They're gonna have excuses, and I'm gonna say just line them up like bowling pins so I can continue to knock them down.
And nobody can sell a fight the way you can, Floyd. Are there any other boxers whose mic skills you admire? I mean, I think Adrian Broner's pretty good. Is there anybody else you admire?
I'm being honest, I don't really even watch boxing like that.
Really?
I don't really even watch boxing. Actually, what happened, I was in Panama the other day. And so I said, you know, I want to go visit my grandmother because I know she's getting a lot older, and that's the lady that raised me. So I got on a jet and said, you know, let's go straight to Grand Rapids so I can see my grandmother. I can take my family to dinner. I took my family to took them to a real nice restaurant. We had a big dinner. Then I took them all to go see the Planet of the Apes. I went to sleep, but everybody enjoyed themselves. And, you know, doing stuff like that, I mean, you know, that's a good feeling. She was very, very happy, but we were in the theater. She was like, "Now you know, no damn apes can't do that." Granny, it's just a movie, swear. So it was cool, you know. And then off to the tour. We here.
Speaking of family, how are your kids doing? Oh, they're here? God bless them. When I read that article, it was kind of scary.
Floyd, do you feel that your gift is kind of a burden because you do so well in the ring, you beat guys so decisively that the public wants you to move up and weight and take on guys outside of your weight division?
I don't know, man. I just he can change. I don't worry about these fights.
Starters, if you really pay close attention, Floyd pretty much walks around at his weight, you know, at his fighting weight. With the exception of the Marquez fight, I can't think of one fighter that Floyd has been in there with, you know, definitely in the last 7, 8 years, in all these pay-per-view fights, that hadn't outweighed Floyd 18 to, in some cases, 23, 24 pounds on fight night. So not only is he fighting at welterweight, he's really, on fight night, he's fighting a super middleweight. So any way you look at it, he goes out there and puts on a great performance, but he's always fighting guys that are much bigger than he is. So it absolutely makes no sense. You know, what do you want him to do? Get in there and fight a heavyweight? You know, I think that would be the only thing to satisfy a lot of the fans, but at the end of the day, it's about going out there and putting on great fights for the fans.
You've made Las Vegas your home in terms of fighting and everything. I mean, you pretty much own that city. And there, obviously, you know, people in New York want to see you fight here. Is that something that is in your plans, or something you want to do?
I mean, we don't. I mean, like I said, I don't know what the future holds. You know, I mean,
is it important for you to fight here at some point?
I got a license here. I got a license in a few places. And so, we like I always say, we don't really know what the future holds. But of course, I'm fighting in one of the best places in the world, which is the MGM. You know, they've been good to me. I've been loyal to them, and we have a relationship that goes back 18 years. And actually, my first time ever fighting at the MGM Grand was probably 1994 as an amateur.
Floyd, you said that you'll be done at the end of the CBS Showtime contract. At which point, if you're still undefeated, would be 49-0. Would there be any feel that that you would want to take a 50th fight? You know, Marciano's 49-0 record would be out there.
I never try to focus on Marciano. You know, you hear about what's his record. I'm honest, I never really even seen Marciano fight. You know, I've seen some highlights. But this is the Mayweather era. Only thing I can try to do is focus on myself and focus on the guy that's in front of me. You know, Marciano had his time. Right now it's my time.
50 is a nice round number, though.
I don't really think of a number. If my career's over today, I'm happy with what I've accomplished in the sport of boxing. My job is not to go out there and try to break records. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I know there's a lot of fighters that's out there that's trying to break records that I've accomplished. And then, I sit back sometimes and I'm pretty sure, a lot of people talk about Julio Cesar Chavez, about how he was 89-0 and how he was 90-0. But, I fought probably beat just as many champions as he has beat in half the fights. But they don't talk about that. So, but he's a legend, and everybody that paved the way for me to be where I'm at, I commend them and I take my hat off to him, like Marciano. He was a legend. Julio Cesar Chavez, he was a legend. Those guys were legend. Ali, and the list goes on and on. But I didn't come into the sport and give it my all to say there's another fighter that's better than me. There's no different from Ali. When he came in the sport, he talked about he was better than Sugar Ray Robinson, and he caught a lot of slack. And so, with my situation, it's just safe to say is, only thing I can do is do me. And Ali was good in his era. Robinson was good in his era. You had different eras. As of right now, this is the Mayweather era.
What do you see yourself doing post-boxing career?